Hey everyone, Jo here. Welcome to our final 5-minute Friday. I started these on the 1st of January with a goal to do 6 weeks worth. So here's our 6th one. Let me know how you've been finding them, if you've been finding them helpful or if anything resonates. Just feel free to flick me an email in response to this one. Today's session is on the second mountain. This is a concept from David Brooks, who wrote the book, The Second Mountain, A Quest for a Moral Life. There's lots of beautiful yoga wisdom in this analogy, which I've found especially useful in understanding my own life and how I've been seeking meaning and purpose in my own life. So I'm going to explain this in 3 parts: the first mountain, the second mountain, and the valley. So the first mountain, for many of us, sounds like this. We get out of school, we climb the corporate ladder of achievement, we get the partner we're looking for, and we think, I'll be happy when I get all of those things. And we finally get those things, and then we realize we still feel a little unfulfilled. And so we always try to fill a void, if you like, by seeking externally for more. So we keep ourselves busy to avoid this feeling of feeling like something is missing. But we never seem to feel any better when we accomplish the things that we want to accomplish. So we never fill the void. And so the next part of the story is that there's a valley. So we go into the valley, and this is where we have, some perhaps low emotions, we have some difficult feelings, and in the valley is where we go into a wilderness. So David Brooks says, in every valley is a wilderness, and you can only go into the wilderness alone. And this is where, instead of avoiding these difficult feelings and trying to fill this void with things externally to us, things external to us, we learn to be with these feelings, and we ask the question, what can this possibly teach me? And this leads us to a bigger, grander, meaningful life. So this is the valley where we have to be with ourselves, and even David Brooks says, lose ourselves to find ourselves. And in the second mountain, we realize there's something bigger in life than just ourselves. We realize we can give to something bigger than ourselves. So it's about giving, and it's about leading from the heart. So this process of going into the valley and the wilderness really opens our heart. And so this has been really true for me, this analogy, in my own life. About 4 years ago, I was, struggling with some really low emotions. I had, gone to school and university and got what I thought was a great job, and then, I was still feeling unfulfilled, and I'd had a knee surgery, so I couldn't, get my fix from high intensity exercise because I was sort of regulating my emotions with that, but then I couldn't fill my void with that anymore once I had a knee surgery. And so I started to explore, how could I feel happier? And in this time, my mum also passed away, and my auntie passed away, so I was going through, quite a few difficult emotions. So this motivated me to start to ask myself the questions. What can this mean, and how can I live a fulfilling life? And what does it mean for me to live a fulfilling life? And how can I feel happier? And what are my unique gifts? And this is what led me to really embrace some of my gifts, such as being sensitive and learning that this helps me connect with people as a yoga teacher. So all of this going through the valley, if you like, for me, led me to what I think is now living a life based with meaning and purpose and fulfillment. I guess David Brooks would say that's the second mountain. So what are the key messages? Rather than looking externally, we do the inner work. So Rather than looking externally for happiness and love and contentment and fulfillment, we look internally. So more is not the answer to our problems. These things, work, keeping busy, a new boyfriend, climbing the corporate ladder, there's nothing wrong with those things, but they will never satisfy the place inside of us that never feels full. So yoga is a great way to start getting curious about how we can do the inner work. I hope you found this helpful. Have a beautiful day.